Hi, and welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines. Today I thought I'd share my experiences of when I went to the Bangkok Hospital here in Hua Hin. I went in for a checkup. That was probably just a week or so after I got here. I have a inguinal hernia, and I've had it for years, and it's never been a big problem, but I held off and thought maybe I'll get it fixed here in Asia for cheaper than the U.S. It was going to be like $8,000 or $12,000 in Anchorage, and just getting into Anchorage and staying there for a week or two to recuperate would be in the thousands too. It's so expensive. So I thought when I retire, I'll just check it Asia and see where I can get it done safely and for a cheaper price. And I thought about the Philippines. I priced it when I was over there, but I didn't actually get seen by a doctor or figure out which hospital I was going to go to. You almost had to go to Manila, maybe Cebu. I was in Dumaguete. I never did get over there and get checked, but here I did because I happened to be living right next to the Bangkok Hospital right down the road. So I just one day walked right in, walked up to the counter, and she gave me a sheet of paper to fill out, just my name, my phone number, email address, where I'm staying, and my passport number, or I think they needed my passport too as well. And I went over, sat down, filled it out, came back up and handed it to her. And I think it wasn't even 3 to 5 minutes later, she came over and told me to follow her, and I walked in, and then she brought me into another waiting room. There was smaller waiting room. There was about 5 or 6 patients waiting there. And she ushered me right past them, right into the doctor's office right there. Told me to wait here and drop my drawers. And so I did. And there was a table, and the doctor came in, a young surgeon. It was an actual surgeon, came in, told me to lay down on the table and examine my hernia. It's a groin hernia, for those that don't know what an inguinal hernia. It's where when your nuts drop, there's a weak spot there. And if you exercise or something, push real hard, you can open it up and push that thin spot open again, and that causes a hernia. They're very common. A lot of men have them. A lot of them don't even know they have them. For a lot, they ain't a problem, but for some, they are. Mine's getting a little bad. I was going to hopefully get it fixed. So anyway, he poked around, made me cough and stuff, and stuck his finger in the hernia and felt it around and checked for a double side to see if it was on the other side too. And he said, "No, it wasn't. You're right. It's just one side." I said, "Yeah." And I didn't have insurance. I told him I'm self-insured and I'm going to pay cash if he could give me a quote on what the surgery would cost. And his preference was for a laparoscopic. It's one where they just drill a couple small holes, insert a mesh, rather than open you up in open surgery. I'd probably heal. They say the heal time is quicker, and it was his preferred method. He said, "Yeah, okay," and he'll get back to me, and gave him my email address. And it wasn't a couple of days so later, I got an email from him with a price quote of 130,000 baht. That figures up to about 4,000 US. And it said in there, and that don't cover post-operation drugs or whatever, so the pain medications and all that. And it could go higher is what it said. It's once we get going. And I've been reading the reviews on Google and about the hospital, and it sounds like it's geared towards foreigners, and they kind of overcharge on their medications. From what a lot of the reviews said, they overcharge 3 times the price on the antibiotics and stuff when you could have got them at a drugstore for a lot cheaper, And so that was one thing, and it was mentioned quite a lot. And the prices were exorbitant in what they said as well. And I've been reading them, and I've actually read reviews where somebody else got the same quote for a inguinal hernia. Was 130,000 baht. So the price range was what they were charging, is what they were offering to me. I don't know what the end price would be though. And I heard they go on cost overruns. That was another thing in the reviews that said they had some cost overruns. So I was a bit concerned about that, and I'm trying another clinic now. It's the actual government hospital here. There's a section you can go in for foreigners, and it'll get you right through into the paperwork. And there is actually a review on this place that a foreigner went in and got an umbilical hernia fixed. That's just like a belly button push out. And they gave it a 5-star review, said it was great. They quoted her him or her, I can't remember, him probably, 35,000 baht they quoted. And in or 30 or 35,000, they quoted him for the price of the operation. That included a 2-day stay in a hospital in a private room. They said it was a big room too. And they left a 5-star review. And he said at the end, and then to my surprise, at the end, it didn't even go to 30,000 baht. It went only to 25,000 baht. So you're looking at $760, $70. It's that for a 2-day stay in an operation to fix a hernia repair. So $700 sounds a lot better than $4,000. But today, this morning, so I went out, it's Friday, and I read online it's open or Saturday, and I read it's open at Saturday at 8 in the morning. You can go out to this place and they'll put you right at the front of the line. There's no waiting like in the actual government hospital. They say if you go in there, you're going to wait for all day. And it's pretty unorganized or something, they're saying. Or it's hard, it takes all day to get seen is what they're saying. But they still say the healthcare is pretty good. A lot of them say that. So anyway, today I got a grab and I went out to there. It was quite a ways out, a few miles out in the middle of down the road. It's pretty cool to see a lot more of the town than I have in that ride. And anyway, so I went down to that hospital. When I got out, it was in the grab pulled away. And I looked and it was just a little sliding glass door with some people left their sandals outside. So I took off my shoes, opened the door and went in. And a guy approached me. He says, are you looking for her? And I says, I'm looking for the hospital. And the sign right out said in English too, Hua Hin Hospital. So it was, I says, is there a hospital? It's set up on the 5th floor. It must be a doctor's office up on the 5th floor, and then they get you into the hospital. It's just a doctor's pre-check that pushes you past. It's like a premium thing. You pay a little more, but you get the faster service. You don't have to wait in the long queues in the government hospital. It's kind of geared towards foreigners, express service. Pay a little more. And the little more wasn't supposed to be much. So, here I am. I went all out there, and the guy tells me, he says, oh, today is a holiday, sir. It's closed today and tomorrow and Monday, and won't be open till Tuesday. I don't know what holiday it is here in Thailand. But he luckily could speak enough English to get me to understand what he was saying, and that was nice of him. But there I was out there stuck without a grab, and I've never used grab. That was the first time I ever used it trying to get out there. And then I tried to get another one back, but I mistakenly grabbed my location as where I was at my hotel, and the grab was going to there, and I messaged him that I'm not there and I'm out at the hospital and to come get me. But anyway, that hospital, the guy that told me, he says, yeah, it's closed today and tomorrow and upstairs. And I was like, oh, he goes, we're having massage here. And I was like, massage? And apparently the downstairs where I was going in to go to the hospital to go up to the 5th floor to see the doctor clinic or whatever, there was a massage parlor downstairs. And that was the main downstairs office, was a massage parlor. They were open. I was like, okay, well, so that's kind of, I'm hoping the hospital ain't actually there. I don't see it as a big building there's another hospital we passed just before we got there. The driver of the grab asked me there, and I said, no, Hua Hin Hospital, building 2. So he said, okay, and took me down to, and that's where he dropped me off. I asked the guy, was there a upstairs for this, and a hospital up there? Yeah, a clinic or whatever. He didn't say what, but when I said a hospital up there, 5th floor, he said, yeah, but closed today and tomorrow and Monday. I said, okay, so he got through to me, but the outside sign, it said the Hua Hin Hospital building too. And it had written in Thai and English, so apparently I'm going to go back Tuesday or sometime this week. I'll try it again this coming week when the holidays are open. They got weird hours. They're weird hours that they hold, so I'm going to have to Google it again and see when their hours are. I should have tried to figure it out today. But it said it was open. When I checked on Google, it said it was open today. But it's not. The building is, I guess, for the massage place underneath. But anyway, I'm going to I'm not sure I'm going to get it there or whatever, but I'm going to explore the option. I'm going to show it to another surgeon and talk and get a second opinion. It's always good to have a second opinion. I'd like to get it fixed. Oh, but when I went to over in the Bangkok Hospital, they gave me a price quote of $130,000, and the charge was $1,000 to see the surgeon and get a checkup. So that was pretty reasonable, I thought, in my mind. $1,000 is $30 to see the surgeon and have him examine you and give you a cost estimate of what it'll be. So it was right in line with what they were charging everyone else, but I'm afraid of the cost overruns could be big, because it sounds like they take the tourist for a little bit of a ride. It's from what the reviews said. I'm not my own judgments, just from reading reviews. That's the impression I got, that they kind of take the charging seriously. And it's a hospital, I guess, that's going to be cheaper than the U.S., that's for sure. And I don't know, the surgeon seemed competent. I would probably trust him. So I'm going to go out and get the second opinion. And this is a lady, I guess, from what I read in the review. The lady is a surgeon, I think. Maybe there's other surgeons too, but this one lady. So we'll see if I can get a checkup there. But that'd be awesome. And she said they did a great job on her hernia. So if they could do the same for me for $700 or $1,000, I'd be happy. $1,500, $2,000, I'd be so happy to save a couple thousand. It's just money out of my pocket, and I'm hoping to, I was hoping to get it done fairly cheap in Asia. And the $4,000 sounds a little high to me still. I'm sure it's worth it, and it's much more. I would have got less than what I would have got in the U.S. But here I am in Asia, and I got a few hospitals to pick from. I'll check again. It ain't really the hospital, it's the actual surgeon that does a good job. And if I could find one that'll do a good job, that'll be great, and I'll be done with my small problem I wanted to be rid with. It's been a couple of years, and I just soon get it sewed up and patched up to where I ain't got to worry about it anymore. That would help a lot. But anyway, I'll keep you posted on how all this goes down with the massage parlor hospital upstairs. But it had good reviews. It actually had better reviews than the Bangkok Hospital, in my opinion. All right, well, thanks for joining. Appreciate y'all subscribing, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.